Howdy, everyone. My name is Mason Smith, and this is Module 1 of 3 on nonprofit organizations, or NPOs, also known as 501c3s. So, who am I? Like I said, my name is Mason. I'm a Marine, Aggie, nonprofit founder, and nonprofit coordinator. Um, Marine Corps history a little bit. I've been in for about 11 years, joined in 2014. Infantry 0 through 31, machine gunner, then Marine Security Guard in Switzerland, Pakistan, and Mexico. I have volunteered very consistently before the Marine Corps and all throughout my Marine Corps career and have received the Outstanding Volunteer Service Medal. I'm an Aggie, A-Lead major, student in A-Lead 344 while making this presentation. I teach and instruct the Corps of Cadets, specifically the Marine options. So I'm a nonprofit founder. I co-founded Feed and Father nonprofit organization with Chase Robinson. It's also an Aggie. I developed the curriculum for multiple mentor programs within Feed and Father. As the coordinator, I lead about a 20-person weekly men's Bible study out of my home. I lead the True North Juvenile Mentor Program, which is an arm underneath Feed and Father. And I lead and plan the international mission trips to Guatemala. A lot of the photos you see in this presentation will be from our mission trips to Guatemala. So, why I started the NPO, why I started Feed and Father. So Chase and I, we had a vision. We had a grieving on our heart, and it was centered around fatherlessness, loneliness, lack of purpose, and the future generation. Not in ourselves, we both had fathers, but specifically in people that we interacted with on campus and just throughout our time in the Marine Corps. He did a lot of volunteering in Maryland and in Baltimore. So he saw a lot of communities that were raised in single parent households. And yeah, I saw a lot of it where I lived and where I traveled. And it breaks your heart. The statistics behind this are just terrible. And so we felt very strongly about this, and we kept thinking about ways, how can we impact this? How can we make a difference? We saw the loneliness of young men, students, older students that were around the community, and just wanted to provide a community for them, provide a group that would give them purpose, direction, and just a sense of belonging. And then the future generation. So we learned a lot of things, I guess, secondhand or the hard way with financial literacy, like investing in real estate, all these different things, building wealth, what to do. We didn't really learn from our parents. And so we wanted to be that connection, that difference for the younger generation now and teach them about financial literacy and all those things. So that was kind of the heart behind all of this. So what we do today, kind of went over it. So the men's strength group is a weekly gathering of young men in our house. That's down here. This was our guest for that group. Her name is Sahaley Eubank and Peter Eubank. That's her brother. The Eubank family is incredible. Highly, highly recommend getting on Amazon Prime or any service and looking up Free Burma Rangers. It will inspire you to just do more and help people. The Guatemala mission trips. So that's this bottom left picture. Semi-annually, so twice a year, we go to Guatemala with a mission to build a home for a family. We raise all the money, all the funds to buy the materials, then we do the labor. And we go to feed just the hungry. Our last trip in, July or June of 2025, we fed about 750 individuals. It was 3 whole villages. And that was through raising money, our own funds, a lot of great donors. So, and then the organization that we collaborate with there is called One Way Community, which is also a nonprofit. So, what guides you? This is so we kind of the way I like to talk to people about this is based on the Golden Circle by Simon Sinek. So, it's why, how, what. So you have to know your why before you want to start an NPO. A great framework for that is the 4 A's. So action, attention, anger, assessment. So what are you already doing without being told? Your habits reveal your hidden mission, right? If you're already very passionate about volunteering at an animal shelter or with people with disabilities or just anything like that, if you're already very passionate about overseas missions, then maybe this is kind of where you want your 501c3 or nonprofit to be oriented. What keeps drawing your focus? Are you just very distraught about people that are hungry? Do you really want to feed people? Are you concerned about people's education? Do you really want people to have the opportunity to go to college? There's all these great things that if they already burden you, that's what you need to run with. Don't try and create a false mission based on someone else's passions. It might be a good passion, but if you're not naturally driven and passionate about it, all of this process is going to be a lot more arduous and a lot harder than it is. But if it's something that has already drawn you to, just like Chase and I with young men and young um, teens and fatherlessness and all those things, then it was easy for us. We were just like, yeah, this is a problem and we need to fix it. So it was very simple. But if it's not something that you're driven to fix, it's going to be a lot more difficult whenever things don't line up or there's a lot of communication errors or whatever it is. Oh, like I said, what grieves you or frustrates you deeply? Righteous anger may expose your assignment. So assessment, what do trusted people see in you? Wise counsel confirms direction that you may overlook. So this is a big one in us. The deciding factor that actually pushed us to form the 501c3 was the pastor at our church. We kept talking when we were doing good things. We were volunteering. We were doing stuff, but we kept talking about like, yeah, once we make this money or once we get to here, we'll form a real organization and go about this. And he was like, just do it now. And that's literally all it took. And we went and filed the 501c3, which will be the next module that night. It was like the last day of the year. It was like December 20, like the end of December. So a lot of people have a scarcity mindset. I just want to clarify up front that people want to help. There are a lot of wealthy, well-intended people out there that want to help. This specific picture is the Germans with a J. They're an amazing couple. They own a brokerage. They do some horse equestrian type stuff, horse racing, and they're just amazing people. We met them through real estate and business and investing, and they loved our passion for Guatemala and these other things and just donated pretty generously. So these are people that are ready to give. They just haven't been asked. Local businesses, donors, families, all they need is a clear mission and invitation. And that's what an established legal entity of a 501c3 does. It gives people the trust and confidence that you have gone through the legwork to make a legal entity that they can donate to, that they can get write-offs for, and to contribute and help society in a way that they might not be able to. These people are they have lots of health issues. They're not they can't go around lifting. We on one mission trip we sent 800 cinder blocks up a super steep hill. Took us hours, right? Like these people can't do that, but we can. I can, and Chase and the other volunteers on our team can. So that's where people have different ways of giving. So the joy of serving. One thing I really want to hit on in this why to start a nonprofit is serving others doesn't just help them. It really brings out something else in you. It's hard to explain, but when every year I've done 5 trips to Guatemala, and every year we have a big kind of ceremony where we give the house away to the family. And there is absolutely no other sense of joy that could compare with the blessing of giving someone a home that's been living on the dirt in a tin roof, just fighting the elements day after day, living in smoke, and just, I mean, it's just incredible. And I just want to, I just want to encourage everyone that's watching this that it is deeply moving to help someone else and fill that need that they have. If it's food, shelter, water, education, whatever it is, you don't need a perfect plan. Just show up and start trying to help. And I always, this is one thing that gives me a lot of peace, is if you just help one person, it was worth it. It was worth it. It was worth the filing. It was worth everything. Just bless one person. So it's your move. Start now, especially if you don't feel prepared. The legal stuff might be a little intimidating, but if it's on your heart, it matters. You don't need to have it all figured out. Helping one person is enough. Um, Reach out, share your story, show up. You never know how a single step can change someone's life, including your own.